Hey everyone, Jeremy here. Welcome to the channel. I am about to watch the first trailer for The Crow 2024. I am a personal Crow fan. I grew up with the original Brandon Lee movie. That movie has had such an impact on me and the way I've just perceived tragic filmmaking or even storytelling, the way my musical tastes, and just heck, you don't even want to know how many black trench coats I own. The movie had an impact. To say I'm a little cautious of this film is an understatement. However, I am always open to a reinterpretation if it's done right. The first images from this did not win me over. In fact, very much the opposite. So I'm very nervous about this. But even if it's not great, it's not like it erases the original and it will just come and go like all the other remakes that we've forgotten about over the years. So all that said, on that positive note, let's get into this.
What's the first thing you liked about me?
I thought that you were quite brilliantly broken.
You feel like my person?
You feel like my person.
What's the worst thing you've ever done?
I saw things. I shouldn't have seen any of it.
Wait.
Julie! Julie! Please don't do this!
So they're both criminals?
When
Instead of
someone
being
dies,
innocent victims?
a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead. But sometimes something so bad happens that the soul cannot rest. Until you put the wrong things right. You were given the power of a god. But you're running out of time to save her.
I'm gonna kill them. Every single one of them.
Okay, the action looks cool. And I like the cast.
And killed you? Yeah, you did.
We have a problem. He came for us.
First impulse. Anger.
It's not anger. It's love.
Look at what you've become. You know that love promises only pain.
The visuals are cool. No way around that.
You have no idea what hell awaits you. No, I do.
How many people have you loved?
I'll never be alone.
All right, so let's just start with the positives. The positives, the cast. The cast looks incredible. Bill Skarsgård, I really like him as an actor. I love everyone we've seen in it so far. So on that regard, I think it's cast extremely well. And the action looks pretty dope. All right, let's just be real. That action looked pretty freaking cool. Yeah, and the visuals, the visuals that they've got going on here are pretty good. I mean, I need to see the full thing in context, but at least the flashes we're getting and some of the visuals, like the coming out of the water and it's almost like blood. And I even really like the black makeup is almost like coming out of his eyes. It's almost like that's his tears, is just this black sludge. kind of like that. It's a different take on it. I don't necessarily want it to replace the original. I like the original just fine, where he just painted his face that way. But no, in this context, just, kind of a reinterpretation. It's kind of cool right now. Maybe I'll hate it later once I see the movie, but it's not bad. I think it's kind of a cool take anyways. Not better, not worse. Though without the white face paint, I don't think it quite works as well. So I guess marginally worse. But the thing I'm hung up on is Shelley and Eric were innocent victims. They didn't have checkered pasts that caught up to them, which is 100% what we're seeing here. Shelley, in the film at least, Shelley was just someone who was trying to get basically a renters association going. She was advocating for renters' rights because they were living basically in the slums, and she wanted to get better rights for her and her neighbors, and they were killed for it. This sounds like they met in prison, and she had already stolen from these bad guys, and that's why they're coming for them. It's not a random act of violence. That is a vast difference, and I have a real problem with that. This is no longer a good versus evil, an innocent victim that is so wronged that a crow has to bring them back from the dead. When you take away their innocence, you take away the power of why he's resurrected. Instead, it's just a revenge tale about a guy whose girlfriend got killed, and both of them were criminals. Now, granted, Eric might be fairly innocent. We don't know why he was in jail. Heck, in the original story, let's just go back to the original story. The original story, their car broke down. That's the comic. Their car broke down, and they were assaulted and murdered and other things by a bunch of thugs. That's it. That's the story. And that event was so powerful that the Crow had to bring Eric back because it was such an injustice. These were two innocent people, and the Crow had to bring this person back to right that wrong. That is not the same as... That is not the same thing. Robbing them of the innocence aspect is just... Obviously, I'm having a real problem. Maybe we'll get another trailer. Maybe it'll kind of shed some light on what really happened. Maybe she stole because she had to. Maybe it wasn't really stealing. Maybe she took something back that they had stolen from her. Maybe it's something along those lines. And in that case, then my tune will change, to a degree at the very least. So until we find out, though, as presented, I'm just not happy with that. Otherwise, if that hadn't been the case, let's do this. If that hadn't been the case, if it had been, they were just two innocent victims that these people targeted, maybe they did the Renters Association thing, maybe they were trying to start an HOA, whatever, something pretty benign that were helpful, and they're killed because of it. All right, they're innocent victims. If you gave me this trailer with them as innocent victims, I'd be curious. I would be sitting here going, you know what? I want to see this. I want to see this. I don't think it's going to be better, but it might be close. It might be a cool interpretation. I'd be very interested. All right. What did you think of the trailer? Leave your comments below. We're a largely positive community here, so I don't even like making this video, but at the same time, people know I love The Crow, that I was wondering what this was going to turn out to be. I think I still am. So whatever your thoughts, leave them in the comments below. Did you like the trailer? Are you okay with the changes they seem to be making? Are you going to try to wash your eyes out and forget this ever existed? Whatever your thoughts, leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like and subscribe. It helps the channel out so very much and lets you see more videos from me. All right, before I go, as always, please take care of yourselves, and please take care of each other. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.